Why do I have to cover? Why is it forced upon me? So you don't have a choice, you have to cover. But if you don't cover and you are a practicing good Muslim, that does not mean you'll go to hell. But you have to cover. Why?
That women are sexualized.
Wow, no, okay. Now you're our fault, and we have no choice in the matter of, oh, we have to protect ourselves because men can't control themselves.
No, I never said that.
Oh my God, and women are sexualized.
I never said that.
Dibesarkan oleh seorang ayah yang muslim, ternyata tidaklah, lantas membuat Aliya menjadi seorang muslimah. Hal ini karena ia dilahirkan oleh seorang ibu asli Inggris yang agnostik. Aliya merasa kebingungan karena agama kedua orang tuanya yang campur aduk.
Whereas the belief that I have in myself is kind of like a cocktail of like all sorts of different.
Hari itu, Aliya bertanya tentang segala hal yang berbau syariat Islam, dan ia sangat tertarik dengan penjelasan tentang hijab dan tujuan hidup manusia.
The question is, okay, what's my purpose? What am I doing? Where am I going? I need direction. And the thing is, that relationship with your Lord is fundamental for you to survive this world.
The faith leads to hope. Hope leads to purpose. Purpose gives you life. Right?
You have some kind of certainty, because the fact that you say I have these different religions and I follow one, like I take a bit, that is your kind of certainty though. If you think about it, you've got a bit of that and you're like, I live by this rule. So you've given yourself a certainty. But what we say is maybe it's not the true certainty. Because what we're saying is there should be one way of life. There's one truth. You can't have two truths. There's only one God. There can't be two gods. If there's two gods, who created that God? There has to be one way of life. There has to be one truth. Because if we come and say, oh, I take a bit of this and a bit of that, etc., it genuinely, firstly, it doesn't make sense.
So I know this is like a completely like far-fetched question, right? For argument's sake, let's say the entire world is Muslim.
Yes.
Do you think that there would still be the problems that we have now?
There will be problems, but not the problems that we have now.
Okay, so
there will
what
still
kind
be
of
problems.
So like what sort of issues would be posed if everyone had the same religion and the same thoughts and the same way of thinking?
We can't, because that's what Allah says in the Quran. We created you by like tribes and nations that you might get to know one another, not that you despise one another. The point is this: Allah's created us with a aql, to have decision, free will. So we have that. That's the reason why we have a variety. But the thing is, there are also consequences of the decisions that we make. So we can't just say, okay, I'm just going to believe this. If what we believe is false, there's going to be consequences, because God Almighty has created us and He wants the best for us. He wants you to have the best of this life and the hereafter. He wants you to have a relationship with Him and be grateful to Him.
Tatapannya menerawan. Aliya membayangkan apa yang terjadi jika seluruh umat di dunia beragama Islam.
Let's say the entire world is Muslim.
Menariknya adalah, ternyata jawaban dari pertanyaan gadis ini sudah tertulis dalam Al-Quran 1400 tahun yang lalu.
So the point is this, and he's telling you to live.
Except all the other things that he also asks for.
But he has a right to ask for them, because the thing is, anything he asks for is not bad for me. It's good for me. Like mention something that's bad for me. Like you in Islam, like you say, you know what? I don't know. I don't like this.
Okay. Okay. Why do I have to cover?
Okay. Firstly, because number one. Firstly, because God said so. Why do I have to?
Okay, no, but like, so why? Why is it that if I am not covered, for example, I truly believe also that in Islam, like if you are a true believer of Islam, you also believe that, for example, let's say I am a practicing Muslim and I'm not with hijab, that I can still go to heaven, 100%.
If you don't wear what?
A hijab.
Yeah, no one said no one said you go hell if you don't wear it, by the way.
I know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I say that wearing a hijab is a choice, right?
No, it's not a choice. Let me tell you something.
Okay.
And you're gonna like this.
So you're telling me it's not a choice?
No. Let me tell you why.
But if I don't do it, then I am a practicing Muslim, I won't go to hell, but it's not a choice.
You will go where?
I will go to hell.
No, you said that.
So, but no.
Is there any prescribed punishment for a woman that doesn't wear hijab?
No, but then why is it forced upon me? If it's not something that will lead me, for example, so why is it something that is not a choice? So you don't have a choice, you have to cover. But if you don't cover and you are a practicing good Muslim, that does not mean you'll go to hell. But you have to cover. Why?
Okay, good question. Have you read a book called Beauty Sick?
No.
Okay, I want you to buy this book. If it's possible, Beauty Sick.
Beauty Sick?
Yeah. It's by a non-Muslim.
Okay.
It's a very good book.
Yeah.
Now, this book is very interesting because we have this false notion that when a woman takes her hijab off, she chose to take it off. I believe this is the biggest false fallacy ever.
Okay.
You know why? Because I'm asking you a question. Did you choose to take your hijab off?
I never had a hijab.
Okay, you never wore it?
Never.
Okay. Are you telling me that as a woman, you choose not to wear the hijab?
Yes.
I say no. And I'll prove it. Let me tell you how. Are you telling me that the beauty industry, the females around you, the society that you live in have no effect on you and the way you are perceived? And that has no element on you that you may feel, because the book that I referred to called Beauty Sick tells you about women who are beauty sick. Their sickness is beauty.
Okay.
Which is what? When someone comes to me and says, I choose to wear the hijab, I'm like, please don't lie. You wear the hijab because Allah told you to. And now somebody comes and says, well, that's Islam is oppressive. And I say, well, no, hold on a second. Because the very women who wear miniskirts, who go get their breasts done, their backside done, their hips done, their nose done. Can you imagine? They smash their nose. You know your nose, it gets smashed and then reshaped. This is very important. The point is this. Are you telling me these people go and say, I choose to? No, you don't choose to. You do it because the beauty industry, the standards that the society have put a bar on, you are trying to reach those at the cost that you can even lose your life. There was a Mexican Brazilian woman who died because she got implants on her backside. She died.
So then your argument is actually null and void, because the same way that a woman will choose or has no choice to wear hijab, but also does these things to herself, and it's like, oh, that's not her choice.
Yes.
Then where do you meet in the middle? And where is the choice?
This is where you meet in the middle. The point is this: nobody has a choice. Listen carefully.
But then why do you have free will if you don't have a choice? What's the fucking point if God? Excuse me for swearing. So why has God? Okay, so your argument here is telling me that God gives you free will and allows you to have free will, but you do not have a choice.
Okay, let me
in any matter.
No, listen to me carefully. You have free will. You have a choice in what sense? Which one to follow?
So so you're given free will just to choose God.
No. Listen, let me explain. Let me explain it.
No?
Let me explain it.
Okay.
For example, both of them don't have no choice. The one who goes and gets a nose done and has makeup and can't leave the house without makeup, being in front of the window for 2 hours, etc. Okay, and the woman who wears the hijab, they are both told to do so. One is told to do so by the one who created her. Thank you. Now, 1 second. This is where it's crucial.
Okay.
Which one is deserving of being listened to? The one who created you or society?
I mean, if you believe.
Not believe. If, argument's sake, if God exists and He's telling you, and by the way, we as men need to cover up as well.
I mean, yeah, but that's a theoretical question that you're asking me, because
But I ask you theoretically. But if I ask you theoretically.
Yeah. So if someone was.
Who is more deserving of being obedient to?
I mean, if that is your argument, then of course it's your Creator that is obedience over society.
So what have we learned here, sister, today? Both individuals have no choice. They are both told to do something.
Okay.
One is from the Creator.
Yeah.
One is from the creation.
Okay.
This is where I accepted Islam, because I said, hold on a second, and I'll give you this personal story. I used to have a jumper like this. It was a black one.
Okay.
I thought I looked really handsome in it. No, I genuinely thought I look very good in this jumper. I mean, I think I look very good. Maybe some people might differ. And I used to hate the jumper. It used to make me itch. When I used to be in the club, I used to itch, but I just hated it. But I was like, no, I look good. Yeah? I said to myself, you know what? I'm the biggest slave. This is my master. This jumper is my master. It's like girls who walk into clubs with this much heels, and they have to take you off in winter and it's freezing cold. Have you ever stood on pavement? Bruv, when I look at them, I feel the pain. I feel the pain. And the thing is, I'm like, that is your slave. And just as me, when I was getting a jumper or driving a certain car or going to the gym, I'm not saying you can go to the gym for help.
So you're basically saying you'd rather be a slave
to the one who created me,
bigger than me, than
exactly.
To society that
you know why? You know why, sister? Because the creation is never going to be happy with me. When I die, they're going to backbite me. They're going to talk bad of me. The Creator is the one that's going to be with me. He's the one who created me. He deserves my worship. Why would I go and try to please a group of people that are never going to be happy with me? And the one who created me deserves it. And guess what? Once I became a slave to Him is when I found my true freedom. Once I became a slave to Him.
That's a very good point, honestly.
Sister, the point I'm trying to say here is this, yeah? Thank you. May Allah bless you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Logical. You make very good points.
You make very good points.
Very nice conversation.
Me too,
with you.
Sister
How long
Aliya.
have you been trying? Like,
Oh my gosh, I think it's been an hour probably.
I think so. Well, thank you.
Oqsum billah al-azim, that's why I do it. May Allah bless you. You are a lovely person.
You too.
And it was lovely talking to you, sister. If you have any questions, my table is there, and we can carry on, inshallah.
Sure.
And may Allah bless you, inshallah, and give us the best in life hereafter. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.